This is Mouth Media Network. Amplify and connect.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another mini episode of Funny People Talking. I'm Mark Rako, and I'm here with Daniel Beckman. Hey, Daniel Beckman.
Hello, welcome to the mini-sodes.
That's right, mini-sode. We are sharing some thoughts, some inspiration, some information by talking to various luminaries, personalities, celebrities, and so forth. And, one of the things that we know is very important is as people are social distancing, working from home, staying at home, is keeping entertained. And although we live in a world of YouTube, Netflix, and all those sorts of things, there's still so many other ways we need to be healthier in the way that we keep ourselves occupied and entertained. And we
thinking
thought,
outside the box,
who better to share some thoughts on this and insights than Mr. Middle America himself, although he's from California, really, but the great entertainer, comedian, former host of The Tonight Show, Mr. Jay Leno.
Woo!
Jay, hey, welcome to the show.
Hey, how you guys doing? How's it going on? Funny People Talking. That's a great show. I like that. Honored to be on the show.
Well, you're a funny person and you're talking.
This is Funny People Talking with Mark Rako, Danielle Beckman, and Elsie.
So, Jay, congratulations on everything you've achieved over the years. You're certainly an icon. What is it like having you have such an incredible, you're known for your car collection, you and Jerry Seinfeld kind of.
I know. I think Jerry's is approaching mine at this point. It's so big.
Probably. What is it like for you to have to stay home while you have this massive collection of cars and you really aren't supposed to be out driving unless you have an essential purpose?
Well, I tell you, even when I was doing the Tonight Show, I worked every single weekend. A lot of people don't know that. I would leave. We would tape the show and I would leave and I would do a weekend in Las Vegas or I would go to Dallas. I worked every single weekend because I have to be in front of an audience. And, the last few years have been a help because I'm not doing the Tonight Show, but I am doing the weekend gigs. So it's been very, very tough for me. So it's easier, if you can just interact with people like you and I are doing right now and, if you're a performer, do a Facebook Live. We're doing Instagram.
Oh, that's good advice.
Or something like that. I know a lot of things. I know that Garth Brooks did a concert on Facebook. I thought that was great.
Rosie O'Donnell brought back her show for one episode.
I didn't even know that. That's
it was
great.
Incredible, actually. A little star-studded.
It's time to be a little more creative. We're all performers. You can be a little more creative. And, now I never had kids. And Mavis and I, we love to do stuff together, but she's not a performer. But I know through some friends of mine, especially the ones with kids, they're doing the TikTok stuff. They're doing the challenges. So they're making it a big family thing. Comedian Jim Gaffigan is recording his family dinners.
Yeah, he speaks about those a lot.
I think he's in Brooklyn, right? He's there, right?
Yes.
There's so many things you can do. Use this time to do fun things with your family, create some content. I hate that term, but you really can. You can create some content, put it out there. It doesn't have to get 1 million views.
Express yourself.
Express yourself. And here's the ideal time to do it because there's plenty of ways to stay entertained. Like you were mentioning, Mark, with Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and YouTube, but it's good to watch. Absolutely. You should be a consumer of comedy, but also you should be making your own comedy,
Yeah, I have a question though.
Go ahead.
What if you don't consider yourself to be a funny person? I mean, that's not me. That's not Mark. That's not you.
Right.
But in general, what if you consider yourself to be a more serious person? What if you what's your advice for that? Should people be doing dramatic monologues or?
Oh, that's a good question. What I would suggest is if you can do anything, take the time to right now and just get a camera and put it out there because everybody is an artist in some way. You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying? Yeah. And go ahead. Don't feel embarrassed. Just do it. Put it out there. Just turn the comments off. So you don't have to see the comments. But you
Do you
should
have
take the time and do something fun.
do you have any
No
any
feedback.
past wounds about comments that people have made?
I've got pretty hard. I was doing stand up in the 70s. It was it was a totally different time. It was a point in the 70s where there was maybe 100 stand up comedians in the entire United States, and you pretty much knew each other in some capacity. And now there's so many. There's so many people who call themselves comedians, and that's fine. That's a healthy thing. We're kind of expanding as a society, and everybody has these different platforms. There are people on these different platforms who have millions, and they have more followers than I had viewers on a single episode of The Tonight Show. So obviously there's a market for so many different things. And if you're a dramatic person, do a dramatic reading. There's plenty of really amazing actors. I know there's some Broadway actors right now that are doing songs and singing online. You may not know who they are, but now you're getting to see their talent outside of the Broadway stage, which you usually wouldn't get to do.
So
true.
let me change the conversation just a little bit here, Jay. COVID-19 coronavirus, it's a serious thing. It's a scary thing for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
And when is the right time? Is there a right time? Is it right to make jokes, to have humor during this time? Is it proper? Is it ethical? Is it necessary? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you can make jokes about just about anything, but it's how you frame it and how you set it up. Now, obviously, right now, people are passing away from this whole thing, but you can talk about maybe the response to it or how people went out and bought all the toilet paper, even though it doesn't make you poop a lot. You know what I mean? There's humor in different areas. Now, there's a lot of people who aren't professional comedians who kind of go down the wrong road and are insensitive and tone deaf. But maybe kind of take it easy on the COVID-19 stuff.
Gotcha. And what is coming up for you? How are you keeping your sense of humor alive during this time and readying yourself for whenever you can get back on stage as a stand-up comedian and performer?
Well, the thing is, I think anybody who has a really good sense of humor, because sometimes you need that. That's some of the most resilient thing that you can possibly have. A lot of people made it through World War I, World War II. There's guys who were Vietnam veterans. They came out and went on to be comedians, and they saw terrible things. Keep your sense of humor intact. That's the most important thing. Don't become really, listen, we can all become touchy about different things, but keep your sense of humor. And here's something I always thought. They call it a sense of humor, like the sense of smell, all these different senses. It has to be developed.
I had never thought of that. Wow.
Yeah, it's a sense, and senses
That's
have
great.
to be developed. And you can just poo-poo things or whatever, but there's humor in just about everything. So develop that sense of humor, and you'll be a lot happier in life, and you won't take things so hard, and it won't shut you down emotionally. I'm not talking about being in denial or anything like that, but what you need to do is just heighten that sense of humor. And some people's sense of humor are better than others, and that's why they go on to become great comedians, or like Danielle, they become really, really funny people like Mark.
All right,
That's
that's us. Final question, Jay. I'm going to put you on the spot. You are a joke teller. You are a joke machine. You are a jester. What is a joke that you can pull off the top of your head that could make us all chuckle?
Oh, one of my classics. How come you never see a headline that says "Psychic wins lottery"? You never see that. You know what else you never see? Baby pigeons.
Very good, sir. And this is, I guess the way we can all win right now. We can all win.
We can all win. We're all in this together, and we can win if we do what needs to be done. You know what I mean? It's good to be funny, but don't be the pain in the ass joker.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
That's it.
Funny
Well,
and
very-
smart.
That's it. All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Jay Leno. Very much appreciated. Please stay well. I can't wait till you get to take your cars back out and drive.
Me too. I miss them.
I know. Well, continued health and do well.
The upside is the LA roads are empty.
I know. You could really go for a ride, couldn't you?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jay Leno, and thank you all very much for listening. We really appreciate you taking time with us. We hope you enjoyed this. We hope you got something out of it. And most importantly, we hope that you stay well, safe, healthy, wash your hands, stay indoors. And I hope that those of you who are business owners can do your best to ride these tough times. Until next time, for Daniel Beckman.
Sending y'all lots of love.
I'm Mark Rako. Have a great day, everybody, and stay funny. The preceding interview was a parody containing an impersonation of a celebrity or public figure, intended for humorous purposes, and not all content is intended to represent any facts or actual events. Impersonations performed by Emmy-nominated actor, writer, comedian, and impersonator John D. Domenico. You can find him at johnnyd.net and can hire him to provide a special message as one of many characters at www.cameo.com/JohnnyD23.
That's it? That's the end of the show? Boy, oh boy, what a crock. This was Funny People Talking. No portion of the content may be reproduced or published without the strict written permission of the producers. Connect with our show at Mouth Media Network or at our website, funnypeopletalking.com. I'm your announcer, Peter Coleman. Thanks for listening.
This is Mouth Media Network. Amplify and connect.